and welcome to Stationery Summer. What is Stationery Summer, you might ask? Let me explain. So, your girl, me, maybe some of you are like me and you really enjoy relaxing and doing very minimal things. Well, that's me. Most summers, I don't plan anything, and when you don't plan anything, nothing happens. So, I wanted to be more intentional this year about getting out, doing things. I'm always saving things, food places, stationery places, places that I want to go, and I never go. So we're gonna push ourselves, just a little nudge, to get out and do some things. You guys know I'm always down to go to a stationery shop, so we're gonna visit some stationery shops and bookstores, because sometimes it's not labeled as a stationery shop. Like when I go to Kinokuniya, it's actually a bookstore that has heavy stationery. So we're going to be going to different stationery locations, trying different foods, just getting out and doing things. We may have a couple beach days, maybe more than not, because the beach is fairly close to me, about 20-25 minutes away. So we're gonna do that. Do fun things, girly things. You guys know I love going to get my nails done, which we gotta do that today. But I also wanted to show you, since it's month end, which is crazy. It's crazy, like truly the middle of the year. But I wanted to show you guys this is my content planner. It's really like a social media, YouTube. So yeah, I guess content earnings. Come on. So I have so much stuff everywhere, so just give me a moment. I wanted to show you my monthly spread because it changes every month, and I realize I don't really show you guys this enough. So here we are. Now, my monthlies, again, they look different because I feel like you get to know and learn your spreads as you go. So, for example, like this, I wanted to show you, I drew a line because green signifies TikTok. I drew a line here all across, but I realized I didn't really like that, so I started doing it day by day. So this is pretty much how I post my content. Now, I've recently been realizing that I want to switch it up a bit. So this definitely helps me to see how I'm already how I'm already creating content. So TikTok signifies the green, Instagram signifies the brown. I only post on Instagram Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And YouTube Shorts I post on a daily as well. Now, that does get kind of shaky sometimes, but this month, for some reason, I was very consistent. So let's look at some important dates. So I usually add any updates or anything here, and then I'll show you where I add the updates on the other side of my planner. So here, we hit 500 subs. Isn't that crazy? Now, to some people, 500 subs isn't a lot, but to me, that is a whole heck of a lot. Thank you guys so much for coming along for the ride. And I started a journaling series on TikTok that did fairly well. So a series definitely helped me to understand what you guys are enjoying enough to react to me. You're commenting, you're liking, you're sharing. So the series definitely helped me with that. I got my first troll last week. Well, if you count Sunday as this week or last week. Anyway, I got my first troll. Say you're proud of me. I didn't cuss. I didn't, get crazy. But I was really proud of me, because when you start getting trolls, you really understand. Because from what the person said, I could tell you watched the whole video. And for you to watch the whole video and say something negative, I felt like that was a win. That was a win. But Yeah, I got my first troll, and I did write it down. Absolutely. Keep them coming, because I am Peter Pan to the trolls. And then I wrote some things that I want to do next month at the bottom. But for the most part, we're going to wing this summer series, but we're going to get it done. Going to get it done. We're going to visit some new spots. I'm going to get out of my cocoon, out of my bubble, and you're coming along with me. Let me know. I'm in California, so let me know if it's a place that maybe you're not in California, maybe you're far from LA, but if you have any suggestions, any shops that you want to send me, let me know, and we'll go. Okay, we got to go get our nails done. Come on. Okay, before we go, really quick, I wanted to show you where we were at the beginning of the month. So for YouTube, we were at 140 subs. And to get to 500, I feel like that's really quick. Just saying. But I want to show you, this is the yearly overview, I believe. Yes. This is the yearly overview from Cloth and Paper. I usually write down my information. Some months I don't have any updates, but I have my information here. But yeah, I just have so much information. I try to write down everything because I feel like once you get to a certain level with creating content, you kind of forget those moments where it was the beginning, really. For YouTube, this is really the beginning, and I don't know, I really truly feel like the Lord was telling me that YouTube was the next step, and I really feel like he brought TikTok to me to show me that, because just being on Instagram, that's why it's really important to pivot, because Instagram, I just do not grow on Instagram like that. I don't really get that much reach, this is not, you don't have to play the smallest violin for me, but this is not a plea to follow. I want you to follow if you feel it, but Instagram is just not a place for growth for me. It is for some people. Some people grow fairly quickly on Instagram, but I really do believe if I grew quickly on Instagram, I wouldn't have pivoted, because I know a lot of people who have a lot of followers on Instagram and they don't start TikTok merely because they don't want to start new. They don't want to have to fight for those followers, or not fight for them, but put in the work to get the followers that they have on Instagram. So I am just trying to document in the moment while we're still small and cute, because we are very cute. Amen. So I'm just trying to be mindful about documenting in the moment, something that I could look back on and be like, wow, 2025 in June, I was here and now I'm here, And if it's a small growth, if it's a quick growth, I'm just really, really loving the journey. So yeah, now we're going to go to the nail shop. Okay, I am not even going to tell you how long it took me to find parking over here. We're going to Breadhead, which is this viral sandwich shop. They had it they still have a location in Santa Monica, but they just opened a new location in Manhattan Beach. And if you know Manhattan Beach, parking is crazy, especially during the summer. But anyway, let's go get a sandwich. Okay, going to this place when you're in a rush is probably not the best idea. And this thing being so big, my goodness, maybe I should. But I wanted to try to. We're going to try to go take the rest of my mom. We'll see. But we got to go to the nail shop. We're in a hurry. Bye. Okay, so the other day I did a swatch with this pen and this ink, Cranberry by Diamond, and I love it. I'm not sure if you can tell, but it is definitely in the burgundy family, ox bloodish, but as you see, it pulls some of the brown. It doesn't have shimmer at the bottom, but it is, and it's a standard color, but it has like that cranberry color mixed with brown. But as you can see, some parts is brown and then it shifts into the burgundy. Like, bro, now I see why some people just just write with fountain pens, because this loose ink, it's like a surprise with every write. Did you? Anyway, I can't talk right now. We have one more place to go to. I want to go to High Tide, which is a stationery shop here, of course, here in California, but it's downtown. They close at 6. Right now it is, I believe, 4:15, 4:12. And yeah, let's just go. And then we can close out the video. Not sure if I still have more stuff to show you, but I just want to show you that this is the Kaveco Perco. And she's divine. She is, I love this. This is my third one. I have a clear. I also have a pink. And she's amazing. This is in a medium nib. It's good times, guys. It's good times. Yeah. Let's go get some. Well, we may not even buy anything. Who am I kidding? Girl, bye. Woo! Y'all, we back. Okay, so earlier on my way home, I stopped and got a diet lemonade from Chick-fil-A because I am obsessed. Have you tried it? If you have not, I can't say that you'll never try the regular lemonade again. But I think because it says diet lemonade, people don't try it and they think you have, a lot of people connect diet with having an aftertaste. It does not have an aftertaste, but it is super bomb and super sour, and I love it. Anywho, this is no longer diet lemonade. This is the Spindrift that I've been hearing is way better than the other sparkling waters, because the other sparkling waters have natural flavors in them. And this has carbonated water, lime juice, mint extract from mint leaves, lime extract from limes, and 0 sugar with 4 calories. When I say bomb, like it says no-hito, bomb. I just tried it just now. If you like the taste of mojitos, spot on. It says unsweetened. When I saw unsweetened up top, I'm like, oh, okay. Because the other ones that I've tried at Spindrift, I believe is it cranberry. I'm not sure which one I've tried, but I like Spindrift because it has like a sparkling water with juice situation to it. So I'm willing to try it, especially if it's better for me. I'm always trying to figure out how to feed this body, child. But it's bomb. This is a cup full of ice with that. Yes, I have two. Don't judge me. That's 8 calories. Don't play with me, girl. You see it? Anyway, let me collect myself real quick, and then we're going to talk about what I purchased from High Tide and what rating I'm going to give them. Yes, I'm going to be giving these stationery locations a rating. Because gas. Yeah. Okay, so we're back. Whew, ciao. That was an adventure, but it was fun. We went to High Tide. Took me a while to find where High Tide was. If you're new to this stationery shop, it is a part of the row downtown. If you went to the pop-up for Hobonichi, same place. The people that I already know, you know. But I had a hard time finding it because I assumed it was near where the pop-up was, and I was actually wrong. So I was perusing for a while, but we got through it. I don't want to prolong this, but I wanted to go to High Tide, to visit High Tide. Also, originally I wanted to go to Baum Cohen, but if you know Baum Cohen, they have different hours on the weekend. They have some, but they have it posted on their website where what Saturdays they're open and what Sundays are open. Now, they're open tomorrow, so they were not open today. So I wanted to go there because I wanted to get a regular traveler's notebook because I want to document my summer and all of the California things. I want to have one traveler's notebook for that. So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go get a traveler's notebook, but because they were closed, I said, next best, let's just go over to High Tide, step out of my bubble, and go there. So we went there, went downtown. Well, it's like, is it still considered downtown? It's Los Angeles, but it's right there off Alameda, I believe. Anywho, if you're new to High Tide, just know that it is a part of the parking structure. Now, when they said that, I was kind of confused because I'm like, what is that? But when you are leaving the parking structure, if you know where High Tide is, you don't need this explanation. But for the new people, when you're leaving the parking structure, on the side of the parking structure is where High Tide is. It is also, I believe, a record shop next to it, but I want to say it's a second second space that is attached to the parking structure. I hope I'm making that clear. So this is the parking structure right here. Like when you walk out and there are other buildings, this is the parking structure. Right here is High Tide. You see how simple I made that? Anyway, I wasn't able to get traveler's notebook, so I figure I could at least start with this blank notebook. Now, I have blank notebooks, but I wanted to get one specifically for this adventure. So we got this. We're going to get other ones to play around with, but this is going to be for the California traveler's notebook. For the, I don't want to say staycation because I'm at my house, but for my city planning. Now, I love Penco clips. And I'm not even going to tell you how I was so upset because I paid quite a bit of money for my Penco clips. But I also purchased mine from shops that were direct from Japan, so they cost more. And I asked them when I went to the register, because I had a couple in my hand, and they were like, I said, how much is your Penco clips? He said, oh, they're $3. Oh, okay. So excited for these. I love using them for when I journal. I spent $26.35. Oh, I got 4. Okay. Oh, and they give you, I love places that give you stickers. They give you stickers. So I got a sticker. And this pen was interesting. Now, a lot of the pens that they had at this shop is a lot of the pens I already have from Kinokuniya. So I didn't really see any that I didn't either, one, already have, or two, wasn't interested in. So this was a pen that was different from anything that I've had. It's a very simple and plain pen, but I love the aesthetics of it. And these are the clips I purchased. Did I need 4? Probably not, but yeah. There are a couple of ones that I've never seen before. This one glows in the dark. I mean, come on. Green. Come on. And the clear. So, just give me one moment. Okay, so this was all I got. Yes. The pen selection is similar to the selection at Kinokuniya. I hate to compare, but I compare that shop only because it's closer to me, so it's more convenient, and they have a lot of stationery in that small space. But when you see the shops that I'm going to go to, you're going to see that a lot of these stationery shops are fairly small, and they have jam-packed them with the goodness. But this shop was great. Now, what rating would I give this shop? For me, it would be a strong 7, because it did have a lot of information. It did have a lot of stationery, but it also had storage. It had little tchotchkes. It had a little bit of everything there, and like a splash of fountain pens. Like they had like a very small corner of fountain pens, some Kavecos, some special editions, and they also had a small section of Traveler's Notebook. And as we go to these different shops, you will see that they have, some stores just have an array of one brand. Like, I feel like Baum Cohen is really great for the Traveler's Notebook. They just have really great Traveler's Notebook, a really great Traveler's Notebook selection. The selection is great. They will set it up, help you set it up there. I haven't been to the new location. Not sure if they still offer that, but I know when I went the first time, they have people there that will help you set it up. As you know, they add patches. They add their own patches there. It's just a great experience. I see why they are so popular. And I do love them, but we're not talking about Baumco. We're talking about High Tide. High Tide still had a great selection of stationery. A 7 is still really great. Is it convenient for me to go get stationery? No, because again, I could get most of what they have at Kinokuniya. The only thing Kinokuniya did not have that I noticed that they did was they have a bigger selection of Penco and stationery. I'm sorry, not stationery, and storage for whatever. It doesn't just have to be stationery, but that's it. It was I don't have any regrets going to High Tide because I have been wanting to go. And it's a cute little shop. I think they're great. Customer service is 10 out of 10. Very helpful. Very knowledgeable about things that I was asking for. But yeah, I also wanted to show you guys my journal. I did have a series on TikTok that I was just testing out some pens. I was testing out my Twisbys. Hello friends, and welcome back to my series where I realized that journaling is my love language. The pen of choice today is the Twisby Eco and Espresso Bronze. I am a super fan of this pen choice, but I love all the pens in this collection. Let's get into the ink. The ink today is by Diamond, and it is Wilted Rose. Had to think about it for a minute. I laid down my sticker, and at the top of the page, I always write my pen information. Whenever I flip through my journal, sometimes I need inspo on what pen to use, and that information definitely helps. So I was writing my spread, minding my business, and I said, you know what? Let me do a pen test. Yeah, just randomly, smack dab in the middle of me journaling. Let's pen test this. I added a couple droplets and I added some more testing over at the bottom. Don't speak on the struggle of my S's. Yeah, but I love this warm brown that moves into a rosy color. It's just beautiful. Happy Juneteenth, and I'll see you tomorrow. And also some inks, and just trying out different layouts and adding a little fun swatch on the spread, and I really like it. I really like it. I think I try series to see what you guys like, but also see what I like to create. You know, I'm getting kind of sad because I have to finish out this journal. Oh my god, I cannot believe my journal is gonna be over. For those that don't know, I have the Avec Hobonichi planner, which I use as a journal, but I feel like you can use these for whatever you want. But I have the Avec, so that splits the year into two. So July starts a new book, so we're gonna go back to the Louis Vuitton cover that I use when it's not so chunky. But this has definitely been fun. I've learned a lot in this journal. I learned that I need to use my fountain pens more. Now, I do use my fountain pens, but I feel like before, I'm going to grab a regular pen. Like, I have too many regular ballpoint pens that are just good. It's just, they're just really good. And I just need to be better with utilizing all of my pens, not just the regular ones. So this definitely pushed me to get it done. Look at that. Oh, but yeah, I have a couple other pages that I want to fill up just so I can have a complete book. But this was definitely fun. I'm so excited. Oh guys, and look, I started this video is all over the place, but we're gonna get better as the summer progresses. I started my pod log, and I have quite a few entries in here. For those that don't know, I have a notebook that I created, a pod log, because I listen to a lot of podcasts, and sometimes they have such great information that I'm like, ooh, that was good. So, or sometimes it's just funny stuff, and I color code the different pods that I listen to, and I'm really, really enjoying it. It's just really good stuff. But I'll make a whole video about my pod log when I get some more entries in. But It's really good. I'm super super excited for me just writing more because I feel like, as you've seen, I have so much paper. Hello. I have a lot of paper and I have a lot of pens. And Lord knows I need to use them. So yeah. That's all I got. I thank you guys. Look at my Chick-fil-A. My Chick-fil-A cup. Anyway, it's been real. You guys have been amazing. I want to thank you guys so much. Did I say already that we hit 500 subs? You guys are the greatest. But I thank you again for tuning in once again with me and my blabbering. Thank you so much for your time. We ripped and we ran today, but we got it all done. Yeah. Thank you again. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you feel it in your heart and your spirit. Go ahead and do that. And I thank you so much for always supporting me, always getting in the comments and saying beautiful things to me. And even if you don't, even if you're just here to just watch and relax, I'm down with that too. But thanks again for everything. And you have a beautiful week. See you later.